It's a dumpster diver's fantasy. Hundreds of artworks, possibly worth millions, discovered in the trash. They're now on display and on sale. With David Pogue, let's dive in.
Jared Whipple is a skateboarder and a mechanic in Connecticut. In 2017, he got a call from a contractor buddy who'd been hired to clean out an old barn.
And he just said, Jared, nobody's been in there in like 40 years.
When Jared and his friend George Martin arrived at the barn, they found
a giant 40-yard dumpster full of art, jam-packed with art from front to back.
Every piece you see is individually thick plastic with dust and dirt.
But as they unwrapped the paintings, something clicked.
And I'm just like, man, this stuff, who is this guy?
Were there signatures on
There's signatures on every one. F. Hines. So we're Googling, and nothing's coming up. Nothing.
Finally, a lucky break.
It's a small painting from 1961, and it said Francis Hines. So now we have a whole name.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Mr. Google. Mr. Google, where are we at?
Mr. Google revealed that in 1980, artist Francis Hines had wrapped New York's Washington Square Arch in fabric.
At that point, it's like, this guy's famous. Why is it in the dumpster? Can't figure it out.
Jared became consumed by the mystery of Francis Hines.
I was obsessed with the research every day, whether I'm at work, whether I'm home.
The first breakthrough was an old book he found on eBay.
And it was a treasure trove. It was a biography. It was his family. It was his friends.
It turned out that Hines was born in 1920, grew up in Cleveland, served in World War II, and became an illustrator for department store ads.
Francis Hines had his 15 minutes of fame in 1980 when he wrapped the Washington Square Arch.
Peter Hastings Falk is an art historian and publisher.
He did JFK Terminal. He was in the Port Authority bus station. He stands distinctly as the only artist to ever wrap a building in New York.
Almost every piece of Hines' artwork involves
tension. And all of the energy occurs within that tension.
But then Francis Hines disappeared.
Francis really retired to his studio, essentially. He cared about one thing, creating every day.
I just love the process of making art.
So he would create all this art in New York and then truck it to the barn, because that was his storage facility, and just keep filling it and filling it and filling it and just forgetting about it.
Hines died in 2016 at age 96. But Jared was determined to resurrect his reputation. He began calling New York art galleries.
I got so many doors shut in my face.
Is this a snob thing?
I don't know what. Maybe I got a wrong etiquette. I'm a little old school, and I'm blue collar.
Finally, he met Peter Hastings Falk, who agreed to help.
I was really impressed. I mean, I was blown away by the originality that I saw.
Is there value to these paintings?
Yes, it's well into the millions of dollars once all is said and done.
In May, the Hollis Taggart Gallery will exhibit the dumpster treasures in Southport, Connecticut. They're likely to sell for over $20,000 a piece. And by agreement with the Hines family, most of the art belongs to Jared Whipple.
Do you feel like the art world is finally taking you seriously?
The art world right now is taking me more seriously than I ever imagined in my life. I'm a undereducated skateboarding mechanic, you know? I can't even wrap my head around it.
It's happening fast now.
Maybe Francis could wrap my head around it. But I can't wrap my head around it.